Australia's Minjee Lee is one of golf's brightest young stars. The 22-year-old has already registered 4 LPGA Tour wins in an impressive start to her career, and her stellar rise has continued this season, a victory and a runner-up finish among her 6 top 10s. She currently sits at 9 on the Rolex rankings in just her 4th year as a pro. And she's been sharing her thoughts on 2018 so far.
Overall, I think pretty solid start, and I guess we're halfway through the season now, and there's a couple more majors left, so that's pretty much my focus going into the next half of the year.
The latest success came at last month's Volvic Classic in Michigan. She went into the final round with a 2-shot cushion, and as she's already shown, thanks to a relaxed mindset, she's a pretty impressive front runner come Sunday.
I had put 3 really solid rounds in before the final round, so I just went out there and I was like, just play how you've been playing, and if I shoot 3 or 4 under, it's probably going to be pretty close. So I think I shot 4 under on the last day, and yeah, I mean, I didn't really try to put too much pressure on myself. I knew I was hitting it pretty well and putting it really solid, so I just went out there and just did everything in my control.
Still, things did get a little interesting over the tournament's last couple of holes for the overnight leader. First of all, on 17, Minjee's approach came up a little short, leaving her with a monster 2-putt to keep her card bogey-free for the day.
I think I had probably 75 feet for my birdie putt. I knocked it about 6 foot by, and I sort of didn't know where I was at that point, but I knew I was pretty close or tied for the lead.
It's her 3rd 3-putt this week, so makes bogey at the 17th.
Birdie for her rival IK Kim at the last left Minjee with a straightforward situation. Match that score on the par 5 finishing hole, and the tournament was hers. Having hit her drive into a fairway position that allowed her to go for the green, she struck her final approach, and it could hardly have been better.
When I hit the second shot, I was probably more nervous than the chip shot, because the second shot, it almost clipped the tree, so I was like, oh, I'm so lucky not to clip that tree. And it ended up in a really good spot, and it was just a nice, easy uphill chip.
Up and down here to win it. That should do it.
All that was left was the finishing touch and a putt to seal LPGA Tour victory number 4, a cause for double celebration. It came on the day of her 22nd birthday. And so ended a barren 38 tournament run without lifting a trophy. But Minjee clearly wasn't burdened by that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I won for like 19 months or something, but I didn't even know that. Like, I knew it was quite a while, but I mean, last year I had a really solid year. I think I had like 10 top 10s or something, and winning doesn't really define what your process is and how well you're playing, I guess. So, I mean, I was really patient, and I knew if I just stuck to my processes and my goals, then I would be able to win eventually out here.
After an imperious amateur career, Minjee's success on the LPGA Tour was more or less taken for granted. She won the US Junior in 2012 and reached number 1 on the World Amateur Golf Ranking in 2014 before turning pro later that year. She was co-medalist at Q School with Alison Lee, and the rest is history.
I think like getting on tour and doing Q School and turning pro, it was like it really happened pretty quickly for me. So straight after my schooling and everything, I decided to go pro, and there was definitely expectation that I wanted to play well and obviously perform well on the highest level that I could. So yeah, I definitely have my expectations for myself, but I try not to think about it too much.
She's single-minded in targeting the season's remaining 3 major championships, but Minjee is also looking to prove she's a team player too. The UL International Crown will be played in South Korea in October, and Australia is currently safely inside the cutoff for the top 8 qualifiers.
International Crown, I've played it twice now, once as an amateur and once as a professional. So yeah, it's just such a great experience, and it's just a great opportunity to play for your country and to be around your teammates. It's just a really fun format.
Minjee also has another very important role to fulfill for her home country. She's now Australia's top-ranked golfer, and with Hall of Famer Carrie Webb's incredible career slowly drawing to a close, someone needs to step up as the new face of ladies golf. Lee appears to be the perfect candidate.
I think growing up, I just really wanted to be a good role model to, younger, the younger generation and younger golfers coming up, just like Webby and all the other golfers that came out of Australia. So that's always been really big for me. I just want to be a good role model. So I don't really feel like I'm famous or anything. Like I don't think anybody really does. We just want to grow the game.